Hello again, Tooned dinosaur fans. So we got this Dino Roll series. It's series 4 in letter C. It's made by Kong Species Studio. And this also has approval, I guess, from the Chongqing Museum of History, where the real skeleton of this dinosaur, Yangchuanosaurus shangyouensis, I'm doing the best I can with the pronunciation. The other dinosaurs, three of those three, and then these three. So it's a wave of 6, and some QR code stuff here. This is a hard resin figure, 8-year-old and up. I've already discussed this a little bit when I reviewed a different figure, but quickly, this was discovered in 1977 in China. That's why it has this name. And it was around 8 meters in length, and it ruled the land in China in the mid to late Jurassic period. So it was very similar to an Allosaurus, which roamed in North America and Europe. So this little card here, it's just the same illustration. I think you can scan that and it goes to some sort of app. This is that museum there where this dinosaur is located and some sort of blurb about it. Alrighty. And then here's a little piece of paper telling some sort of story about each of these dinosaurs, which I've never bothered to translate. And a little info on that app, which I've never gotten to use. And then this photo thing / a couple other dinosaurs maybe that'll eventually come down the pipeline. Alright, so let's open this up. Nice dense foam, and be careful pulling these out. If there's any spikes, they might get snagged in the foam and break off. This one doesn't seem to have too much sticking out. There's nothing I've never seen anything underneath that foam, so I'm not going to bother looking. Just going to put that down on its side. Put this away. Hold on. So what's cool about these Dino Rolls is, this cartoon skeleton, it does look like it's in rock. It's pretty neat. What's uncool is it doesn't tell you what the dinosaur is on the actual product. So it's unfortunate. And this is like a geode or an egg, I'm not sure, but it's got a geode texture and these yellow things sticking up quite a bit, some sky blue and black dots. And then the dinosaur is a separate piece, but it's glued in place, so you don't want to really pry at it. Again, I think it's rigid plastic, so it will probably snap. Alright, so looking at this thing, we have some nice skin texture here, and then it changes quite a bit. It looks very similar to chicken. Yeah, some slight shading differences here, like a very light tan, then some yellow, and then it goes to blue, purple. I guess that's more of a purple. The claws are painted nicely with this black, and same with the toe claws there. It's got some inside dew claws, I think they're called. I forget. Please leave a comment. I don't know much about biology or dinosaurs. I just like small, funky things. Alright, so beyond the fading of the blue, which is nice, they seem to have these little blocks of color, and they even fade between like a yellow and orange. I almost feel like those are tampo printed. I don't think those are decals. There's no border or anything like that, so it's pretty nice. There are some spikes sticking out the back there. It's going up the whole thing. And then the top of the head, there's a red paint fade there. And then the face is primarily yellow. And it's got these glass sky blue eyes with these 2 black dots on them. Right, so it's looking up at us. Right. And then I guess now it looks like scales on the mouth, but the rest of it looks generally more like a bird skin without the feathers. Looking up into that mouth there, we got some asymmetric teeth molded nicely and some sort of ridges up inside the mouth. And there's some sort of like tartar, like brown or red on the teeth there. And then the tongue also has some ridging. It's very glossy, as if the mouth is wet, so a nice difference. The body is quite matte finish compared to the inside of the mouth, at least. Some red here on the side as well. All in all, it looks pretty good. Seems like the mouth is a separate piece for sure. You can see the break, but what's nice is you don't really see much of I don't see any breaks anywhere else on this body, but so I don't know if it's molded as one piece or they just like put it together and filled in the seams with some putty or something. Alright, well anyways, let's look at some other predators. I think I'm going to have to make a bigger coaster for these dinosaurs. Here's this dinosaur, another cartooned version by Animal Heavenly Body. This is actually, I guess, sold at that museum. But this is a softer plastic. It's like one of those PVC kind of figures. So this, if it fell, has a good chance of surviving. And it's still nicely detailed. Look at all the fine, texturing on this. But the finish of this looks glossier. Yeah. Maybe it's sweating. I mean, certain lizards do look glossy, so we don't know what the things look like, right? So this is a higher end animal heavenly body of a Carnotaurus. So this is hard resin, and a really funky funky pose. But again, nicely done, all this texture, but I'd be afraid if I dropped this it would break off an appendage. So different styles of dinosaurs out there, even with these two being the same dinosaur. So here is my first Dino Roll, a Yangchuanosaurus. I'm probably not pronouncing that right. I think that might be from the first wave. This one's looking a little lower. Would have been cool if you could move the eyes, but you cannot. Anyways, nice to learn about a new dinosaur today, and more importantly for me, just have a cool looking cartoon figure. Appreciate you guys watching. We'll see you the next time around. Bye.